of a bitch, Hammond, has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people. Stand aside. He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
No good to me.
Zeitung wieder. Fontaine.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands, and you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
Nein! Nicht schon wieder. Was überspringen? Ach, super, jetzt muss ich das nochmal anschauen, oder was?
You look troubled.
Alter, das ist verdrückt.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Nochmal anschauen.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
So, endlich weglegen. Die Hälfte. Und die Dusche. Okay, noch so ein Handschuh.
Incidental.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Sure.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that he will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen. I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law. I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there. Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel L.A Noire, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks. You know the place? Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
Nö. Jetzt geht's. Bleibt einfach hängen, ne?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Einmal, mein Freund.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that. But he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Ja, wenn's okay für dich ist, sagt er. Was habe ich noch für Kreuzritter? Habe ich jetzt gerade, ne? Streckendienst. Sunset Strip. Machen wir das nochmal.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
Her damit.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Shirley Temple, oder? Das könnte... Nö. Churchill.
Winston Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Das ist 7, sag ich schon.
Door's unlocked.
Was ist passiert?
Looks like he's had a broad up here.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Zahnschutz, Mundschutz. Mal mit dem an.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts. Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Irgendwie wieder schon haben, oder?
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Das wird nix. Ah, hier. Candy Edwards. Was ist das denn?
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
Naja, das war's, oder?
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
You can drive.
Candy Edwards. Candy, Mandy, Andy. Vielleicht heißen die auch so. Will er nicht? Alter.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
Fragen wir einfach.
LAPD, ma'am. Words.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
Give it up,
Sounds
bitch.
like we're missing all
He's
the
gone
fun.
and fucked
Get in
both
there,
of us,
Phelps.
and you know where he's hiding. Now tell me where he is before I cut.
That's Carlo.
Like hitting women! This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Wow, hör auf. In your phrasen. Some Penner.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Er gibt es einfach zurück. Ja.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Okay. Ich glaube, sie wollte abhauen, oder?
She's leaving town.
Ein Bus fährt sie weg.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
27 ist sie.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Alter. Was ist da drauf gestanden? Und so weg.
Save it for the suckers, Candy. Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type who leaves town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Wenn sie lügen will, wenn so blöd wegschaut.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Ich weiß nicht, da hat sie auch so schon, das war die Wahrheit.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Geht doch nicht nach Hause, oder? Wo kommt sie von da überhaupt? Vielleicht sagt sie auch die Wahrheit.
And you're not planning to meet Albert?
No, I am not. I've saved up a little money and I'm going to open a dress shop.
Ah. Get out of your way, Candy.
Nix richtig.
We know you're busy.
Ich mach jetzt nochmal. Mach jetzt einfach nochmal. Wie weiter? Das lasse ich so nicht auf mich sitzen. Das sollte gesperrt worden sein. Das heißt, das jetzt einmal halt. Die Wahrheit kommt einmal falsch anscheinend. So, sehr gut. Ja, das hat er nichts in der Hand gehabt, das Messer hat er gehabt und nichts.
Out cold, but breathing.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? She's leaving town.
Wohnt die wirklich da eigentlich?
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York.
Von New York und sie will nach Los Angeles, ne? Mit der Postkarte hat aber irgendwas auf sich.
Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
You know he won the fight. You know people are after him.
I walked out on him. I'm sick of waiting around for him, nursing him when he's busted up, listening to his faded dreams. I got dreams too, you know.
I'm sure you have.
Aha.
Let's just get this over with, and you can haul Carlo the hell out of here.
Gibt's ja nicht. Nicht aus, was ist mit ihr?
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Die machen wir
They're
beschuldigen, schau was
bookmakers,
sagt.
aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
You're off the hook. For now. Your friend Carlo seems to be looking for them too.
Carlo is no friend of mine. He was no friend of Albert's either.
Hä? Was zum Geier? Ich muss sie beschuldigen oder was die ganze Zeit?
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Dann mach ich es nochmal.
Yes, I'm going straight home.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you cops run off at the mouth? Prove I know where he is.
You don't ask, you never find out.
Ah.
And you're not planning to meet Albert?
No,
Shit. Was nochmal jetzt? Und das beschuldigt sie einfach. Ich bin einfach irgendwas. Das gibt's ja nicht, dass die Alte nur lügt. Das nervt. Ah, so, ich bin ja froh, dass ich nichts machen muss, einfach nur die Beweise anschauen. Das ist eine Lügnerin, eine Behinderte.
Out cold,
Viel Bescheide
but breathing.
oder Beweise für sich habe.
Give her a minute and take a look around.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Okay. Das liegt ja nur.
She's leaving town.
Brauche ich das aus dem Haus?
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York.
So, und jetzt aber.
Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
So, und jetzt tue ich aber.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Beschuldigen.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
Ja, okay, das. So.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
Albert wrote his winnings down on a notepad in the hotel room. We found the odds in his locker. Who has the betting slips?
That son of a bitch, Albert. Everyone thought he was dumb, including me. But he beat them all.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. You'll be lucky if you can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck, Miss Edwards. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes. Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
So, ich glaube im Motto. Das wird überhaupt nicht auffallen, ne? Das ist eine Zeitung. Oh. Das ist aber neu. Sieht aber cool aus. Wo geht denn die hin, bitte? Was? Ich war hinterm Baum, du hast mich eigentlich sehen können, du B-I-T-C-H. Maniac, sagt sie, schießt da gleich in den Kopf.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Kommt gleich wieder. Ja.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Ist noch immer weiter entfernt oder was? Was jetzt den Baum auch zu überlegen. Ich sehe mal gleich.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Und jetzt weg fast, da. Ja, ja. Nein. Er wollte nicht drüber hüpfen auch, ja. Wie weit willst du noch gehen? Wirklich? Nervt schon. Die ist ja behindert. Geht um Kilometer oder was? Scheiße. Na, endlich.
Bookmakers?
Yes. Surprise, surprise.
Isn't that the cop who won
Schauen wir
I know
hier
that
rein.
a blonde woman just came in.
That's the guy who busted all those Negro
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
Drugstore. Examine drugstore. Hollywood.
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Also, da gibt's eine Zeitung vielleicht.
You're gonna understand.
Hey, Cole, not in public, huh?
Nö. Ein Wettpunkt, weißt ich will nicht fahren.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
The question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bumco Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
Oh. How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Schon wieder.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Warte mal.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company, Hollywood 2187, please? This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Sent 1 round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue. Just
Das
south of
hat eine
Hollywood.
komische Stimme. Ich glaube, der
Can you
raucht
drive to this one?
eindeutig zu viel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop.
Never trust the limeys, especially where a fight's concerned. A mistake we can't seem to stop making.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
Kommt sie schon mit Geld. Ist schon 10k eingesammelt oder 11k kriegen sie ja, oder? 11 irgendwas.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Hat er am Dach einen Blinker oder was? Was muss da durch, ihr Behindis?
Spooked him. Back into traffic, Phelps, now.
Junge! Fahr mit deinem Drecksauto. Der traut sich auch einer mit 10.000 oder 11.000 Dollar herumzurennen.
That bitch has given me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Er denkt nur ans Geld.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off. God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole. Pull over. She's heading inside.
Ja, abhauen. Den ganzen Geld.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
This guy's got a screw loose.
Schon wieder so eine Behinderung.
Going to church doesn't make you
Hau eigentlich diesen Scheiß an.
a Christian any more than staying in the garage makes you a car. That's the cop from the newspapers.
Oh Gott. Ist erschossen worden. Jetzt habe ich das Geld weggenommen, ne?
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
seine Freundin umgebracht hat, wegen $10.000. Was ist denn das für ein WXer?
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
Das war ja auch der Schuss. Also sie haben immer die Waffe angreifen und Fingerabdrücke hinterlassen. Ja. Das ist die andere Hälfte.
The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Ja, traurig, aber wahr.
You know the way. You can drive. All right, where to?
Ägyptien Theater. Alter, wo bist du? Ich fahr ohne dich gleich weg. Die KI ist da nicht normal. So eine gestörte KI.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Dass wir wieder das Geld haben, was wir das sonst umgebracht haben. Für nix oder was? Eine dumme Frage. Kann man recht rein, oder? Oh ja.
Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
Ja, der ist geschossen, ne?
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take the dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself. So did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Best for Business, oder was?
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Oh ja, komm. Oh, noch mehr von den Idioten. Das ist ja gar nichts.
Throw out the guns.
Fuck. Wo? Oh, da oben. Aber ich hab den.
You're clear, go! Stay down.
Oh. Hier, safe.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Wo ist er hingegangen? Hier. Ja, schneller rennt er irgendwie nicht, okay.
Move, I got you.
Warum war der jetzt auf einmal unten?
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. The Scania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Das war ja auch scheiße, was ich gemacht habe. Ich wette, dass du
Donnelly and the homicide squad send their best, Phelps. They're more than pleased that you wrapped up the Edwards killing. They're a little mystified about the motive. You have any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work, gentlemen.
Also, das war Phelps auch ein guter Mensch. Er hilft auch. Wow. Cool. Jetzt werde ich auch was zum Essen machen.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Aha, schon wieder Morphium. So, ich tu mal abdrehen. Wird dann später weiterspielen.